Brothers, we are entering some really strange and awful times, man. These are going to be the dark ages of the United States and perhaps the world. I'm looking forward to doing the RFK voice for 2 years, so let that bring some solace. But let's have a little fun today. We're going to talk about a fun deck. Here's RFK himself to tell you about my next Commander video. Through the years, people have said that I shouldn't make Commander decks because a worm ate a portion of my brain and the decks didn't make any sense. But I've overcome that with the use of chloroglobulins and steroids. We're gonna eliminate fluoride in the water because the children's teeth are too sharp. Have you ever been bitten by a child? Also, Nikki G's here to tell you about Scion of the Dragon. Scion of the Dragon. Now, Scion means son. We all know that. It's my son, dude. Some people think he has a big head, and those people are right. He's my big-headed son. But listen, man, with his tiny brain and his mouth lasers, he's going to bring honor to the Zaibatsu. But only if you subscribe, brother. You got to subscribe, dude. Welcome to the Hyena Brotherhoods. Fully half of us have gigantic heads and tiny brains and mouth lasers. Let's take a look at this guy, man. Scion of the Dragon is Wooburg. That's 5 mana, one of each different color. Legendary creature, dragon avatar. It's a 4/4 with flying. Has 2. Search your library for a dragon permanent card. Put it into your graveyard. If you do, Scion of the Dragon becomes a copy of that card until end of turn. Then shuffle. This hasn't even been printed in the Modern Legend frame, dude. That's how old this guy is. I built a deck around it. It's a long time ago. I haven't really looked back since. It's powerful. And that tutor ability makes it wildly consistent. Now, I should say I bought the Precon in 2017, so I do have the Dragon. This guy has had a nice reprint, was like $100, but reprinted in Commander Masters with this nice Tinder profile pic version. Gorgeous. Just because you're the father of all dragons and 1,000 feet tall doesn't mean you can't get lonely from time to time, right? You get the urge to get the poison out, brother, you know what I'm saying? The Dragon is a sweet target for that tutor ability. Just slap out some sweet permanents, man. This thing is a fantastic card to turn the Scion into. He wants to be just like his dad, so he has to kill him. Kill him, stick him in the graveyard, and then become them. That is an amazing ability, man. My other go-to target is a little dragon from the same precon, the Utvara Hellkite. 6 red creature dragon. It's a 6/6 with flying. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. The fear of dragons is as old and as powerful as the fear of death itself, man. Now listen, you may think to yourself, this has got to cost like $1 billion Elon Musk dollars out there. Musk kind of looks like an Utvara Hellkite if old DJT finally got him pregnant. You know what I'm saying, dude? But listen, brother, this isn't legendary. Turn the Scion into this, then reanimate it. Get double flops out there, man. Put a towel down before I tell you this. All right, you ready? It's only like $5. Now, because this is a dragon deck, yes, it is a dragon deck, but really, it's a reanimator deck after my own heart, man. Big, stupid reanimation, large reanimation. Because we got so much ramp in this deck, we might as well go big. And speaking of ramp, let's touch on it real quick. This is a 5-color commander, so you need lots of fixing out there. This was originally a bit of a budget deck, so the usual suspects are here. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, all that lame stuff. But you also have some interesting dorks like this guy, Rivaz of the Claw. 1 black and a red. Legendary creature, Lizard Warlock. It's a 3/3, has Menace. Has tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, man. Whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains when this creature dies, exile it. This guy does a lot, man. He's a lizard. He's not a damn dragon, and that's too bad. But 2 mana, casting dragons out of the yard. Scion puts it in the yard, this guy digs it immediately right back out. This guy does it all, man. Now, this is rather unique and a little cheaper when I bought it, but it's a rather pricey piece of dragon tech here. Sarkhan Unbroken. 2 green, blue, and a red. Legendary creature, Sarkhan. It has +1, draw a card, then add 1 mana of any color. -2, create a dragon, 4/4 with flying. -8, search your library for any number of dragon creature cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Starting loyalty is 4. This guy's probably not getting up to that -8. I did not realize this was $20, but it's a really good, really fun card for a dragon deck. Unconventional ramp, I would say, but ramp nonetheless. Look at this majestic Mongolian out there, dude. The majestic Mongolian, yeah. Want to stick that right on a t-shirt, the Majestic Mongolian. And we also have the Dragon's Horde out here, 3 generic mana artifact. Whenever a dragon you control enters, put a gold counter on it. Tap, remove a gold counter from it, draw a card. And has tap, add 1 mana of any color. It's like a mana lift, dude, but you can draw cards with it. It's for the Horde, brother. This card has like the lamest art though. But listen, we do want to draw cards. And we're going to be making lots of dragons. So draw some with Elemental Bond, Garruk's Uprising. Those are amazing as well. How about this guy? Temur Ascendancy, green, blue, and a red enchantment. Creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, you may draw a card. But the real meat of this deck, the fun part, is these weird, large Reanimator creatures, man. Like this guy, Bladewing the Risen, 3 black, red, legendary creature, zombie dragon. It's a 4/4, has flying. Whenever this guy enters, you may return target dragon permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Has black and a red, dragon creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. So this is just getting warmed up here, man. This guy reanimates the dragons. He flies, he makes things happen out there. He's a corpse made of dragon flesh, just like Hugh Jackman, dude. Hugh Jackman looking like beef jerky out here. Nethroi, Apex of Death. Look at this card. 2 white, black, and a green. Legendary creature, cat nightmare beast. It's a 5/5. Has mutate for about 7 mana, dude. 2 of them's got to be black. 1 of them's got to be green or white. Has death touch and lifelink. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this mutates onto some dragon or some mana dork out there. For 7 mana, dig out a couple dragons, man. Nethroi is a hot mess of a card. Mutate is more complicated than multiplying fractions, but you know what, man, it's fun. It's a fun little card. And of course, our old friend the Mimeoplasm, 2 black, green, and a blue. Legendary creature Ooze, it's a 0/0. As it enters, you may exile 2 creature cards from graveyards, any graveyards. If you do, it enters as a copy of one of those cards with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it equal to the power of the other card. Oh my lord. You can target opponent's stuff with this as well if you're feeling silly or just casting this later in the game if you board wiped or something. One of my all-time favorite cards and favorite commanders. And of course, we also have Phyrexian Delver, Karmic Guide. These 2 are classics, and only in a 5-color deck can you marry zombies and angels, man. Speaking of which, this is a hidden little gem that uses flashback. You know how I feel about that. And if you listen to this channel, you know that I like flashback, baby. It's 2 cards, man. 2 cards in 1, brother. Unburial Rites, 4 and a black sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Has flashback for 3 and a white. Now, you know, do you want to spend $2 for pretty dope but marginally useful card? That's what I thought, man. Zombified. Check this art out, dude. 3 and a black sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You get this player rewards card for about $2. You gotta rep this out there, man. And from there on out, man, it's just a bunch of dragons, dude. Dragons you think that are fun, maybe to reanimate. You know, the old Hellkite Charger, Savage Ventmaw, that little combo's in there. Only it's not really a combo, it's just a good synergistic pairing. Unless you reanimate the Ventmaw and make Scion into a copy of it, and then it's pretty much a combo, man. You know, you gotta have a toolbox. Maybe there's a threatening board state out there. You get the Balefire Dragon, 5 red creature dragon. It's a 6/6. Whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. Basically like a little mini board wipe out there. You know, maybe you want a fresh grip of cards, man. You get the Dragon Mage out there, 5 red creature dragon wizard. It's a 5/5 of flying. Whenever this guy deals combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Wouldn't be a dragon deck if I didn't plug my boy here, man. The Dragon Mage, baby. He's smart too. Read the flavored text, man. Don't sell him short, dude. He went to school outside of America. All right, you know what I'm saying? So since we're in dragons, we also have some tribal payoffs out here. You got Kindred Dominance, of course. You have Patriarch's Bidding. You know, one of the cool things we can do is activate the Scion's ability at instant speed. We can even activate it in response to itself. Hold priority, man. Activate again. Activate again if you want, dude. There is a combo where you can get Molten Steel and Skithrix. I don't really run that. But you can get into some shenanigans or just tutor out 2 or 3 reanimator targets if you're packing that Patriarch's Bidding in your hand, man. Fun stuff, brother. You know, Scion of the Ur Dragon's a really fun commander, and you should try it. The deck I built hums, buddy. It hums like RFK Jr. on 7 different vaccines out there, you know, and a bunch of steroids, dude. Get on some steroids, get on some vaccines. I get my vaccines out behind the Taco Bell, man. Because while I'm there, I can get some 7-layer burritos. I see some dudes injecting themselves back there. Say, what do you got? You got some kind of vaccine back there, dude? Hook me up, man. Then I go get something to eat, because if there's anything I am, it's peckish, man. I'm hungry all the time. Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.